Hey leaders, hope you guys are doing well on this Friday afternoon. I want to send you a quick little video message because I think it's a lot more personal than just an email or Facebook or something like that. And I want to do it here in my office because I want to imagine that you are sitting right across from me as I explain this to you. And actually thought we could have a little bit of fun with getting some mood music in here as well for this presentation. Well, as many of you know, we've been working through new plans for next fall, and I am thrilled about the prospects of what's going to be happening, but change is always difficult. And we've really honestly for the last 4 months been praying through what's going to be the best thing for students and what's going to be most effective in our role to impact this next generation. So just in case you weren't at that last meeting, quick little recap. Just about everything in student ministry is going to be changing program-wise. We're going to take the best elements of the deep end, which is just heartfelt worship, hopefully creative communication, and powerful, inspiring communication. And we're going to take those elements and we're going to combine them with the best elements of area small groups, which is weekly interaction, accountability, shepherding, and basically morph those two things into one program. So it's going to have to be an evening program, obviously, because we're going to need at least 2 hours, more like 2 hours, 15 minutes to really see all of that happen effectively. And so we're not going to be meeting on Sunday mornings anymore. Starting in September, the deep end is going to be no more. And we're actually going to have fun with that. We're going to have a funeral service for the deep end. I'm not kidding. It's going to be great. And then we're going to launch our new evening program there in the middle of September. And it's going to be teaching, worship, and immediately from there break off into your small groups for 45 minutes to an hour of in-depth communication, interaction, accountability, and application. So that's the vision, that's the dream, and I'm absolutely thrilled about it. And the part that I'm sure you're probably waiting for is, when is this going to be? We've had many discussions about what would be the most effective. We talked about having it Wednesday night, but that's obviously space issues with the rest of the church, plus it's in the middle of the week, so that's going to cut out certain kids seasonally anyway. If they play sports or whatever, that might be tough. We talked about how it's going to be most important to have this on a night where we can really block off the time, so a weekend night, and we talked about Saturday night, or we talked about Sunday night. Saturday night would be great because it's not a school night, and that would work into hanging out afterwards, and a lot of kids are looking for stuff to do. Ultimately, we decided that's not going to be the best. Getting the commitments from leaders every Saturday night, or at least most Saturday nights, as well as even consistency of students, is going to be hard. Even our most dedicated students, there are going to be at least 1 or 2 Saturday nights a month where they're just going to have things they can't get out of: weddings, birthday parties, school functions, that sort of thing. So all of that to say that we have landed on Sunday nights as our weekly rhythm of, did you hear that? That was an email coming in, of high school ministry. Now, we have decided that we are going to move it up on Sunday night. We're not going to meet from 7 to 9 or something like that. Lighthouse age leaders, you know that we value you guys incredibly, and the last thing that we would ever want to do is plan something directly on top of Lighthouse. So our plan is to do 5:30 to 7:30 on Sunday nights. And the reason ultimately that we decided on that is Sunday night is the most unopposed time for students. There's hardly ever any sports on Sunday nights. It's kind of a dead frame if you really think about it. It's a dead time in their lives, especially pushing up a little bit earlier in the afternoon. I mean, it may be a little bit inconvenient, but once we establish that rhythm, I really think it'll take off. And for you young adult Lighthouse age leaders, to think about the commitment of 5:30 to 7:30, ideally you'll be rolling right out of our high school small group stuff at 7:20, 7:30, and basically miss a couple of songs of Lighthouse if you still want to be engaged in that and tied in with that, as of course I'm sure you would be. So what I'm thrilled about with this new format is, gathering everybody together. Just picture all of our area small groups and even all of our 40, 50, maybe even 60 high school leaders with all of our students at 5:30 on Sunday nights, packed into that high school room. There's going to be an atmosphere of excitement. It's going to be loud. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be charged up emotionally, and hopefully it's going to be delivering quality goods of communication, video elements, testimonies, that sort of thing. And then at 6:30, 6:40, we're going to be breaking up immediately from there into your area small groups for discussion and for accountability. And once we're done at 7:30, Lighthouse people can file right into there. You're right in the same building. It'll be great. For anybody else, though, you got to think it's 7:30. It's still relatively early in the evening. So what I'm looking forward to is the opportunity to play some basketball, play some volleyball, maybe even go out to eat afterwards. Go grab some ice cream. Go to Starbucks with your small group. Let the time continue on. You'll be getting a lot more details about this, and we'll certainly be meeting here sometime in August to hammer out all these details. But that's kind of what we're looking at. Sunday nights, 5:30 to 7:30, starting on September 18th. I am rapidly on the trail of conjuring up 20 or 30 additional leaders. So please be prayerfully considering what this is going to look like for you, and I'm really, really hoping that you're still planning on being on board, still committed to it, and this is not completely throwing you off your game. And if that is a major problem and you can't be involved, please let me know as soon as possible, and I will get on my knees and beg. No, I mean we will talk about that. So let me know. But in the meantime, let's be prayerfully considering just how epic it's going to be to have this type of program and what it's going to look like for capturing students that formerly just came to the meeting part of it on Sunday morning and then scattered out and never were personally connected with a leader. So, man, let's think about these things. Let's dream about these things. You'll be hearing a lot more details, but wanted to throw this out to you via video, and hopefully it wasn't too annoying to stare at my mug here for the last 7 minutes. But know that we love you guys dearly and excited about things to come. Real quick, wanted to just mention to you that one of the main reasons we wanted to get the deep end off of Sunday morning is because we really want to get our high school students challenged to get involved in the life of the rest of the church. Having 200 plus high school students there at 11:30 tied into that one room was okay, and that was good for us, but it's not really good for everybody else. We are in dire need of quality children's workers, people that can do drama, music, people that can be involved even in the main worship service as part of the orchestra, the singing, hosts, ushers, greeters, everything else. We've got a whole huge list of opportunities where we really want to highlight and spotlight our high school kids as part of ministry to the rest of the church. And when we've got that on Sunday morning, there's no doubt that competes. They want to be there at 11:30. They want to be with their friends. They want to be at the deep end. So that's certainly one of the reasons that we moved it to a time that's unopposed for the rest of the church. And the other thing too, honestly, is we've got a fair amount, probably 50% of the kids that come on Sunday morning don't ever go to the main service. All they do is they roll in at 11:30 and come to the deep end, and that's their church experience. And as much as I like that, and that's good, I'm glad that they come, really where they need to be is with their parents and engaged in Woodside Bible Church as a whole, not just grabbing this tiny little slice of high school church service, which isn't an accurate picture of what it means to be a part of the body. So those are two of the reasons why we're taking it off Sunday morning. We're excited about taking it off Sunday morning. And in addition, just wanted to mention, this is also going to free up kids and leaders during the rest of the week. Every other weeknight, we're not going to have regular scheduled programming, which means for some of our upperclassmen, they may be able to be a middle school small group assistant leader. They could be involved in that program. For the rest of us, we could be involved here on Wednesday night as part of a new Thrive elective-based training program that we're going to have church-wide that high school kids would certainly get a lot out of, or that they can be going with their parents to some of these classes or taking them on their own on Wednesday nights. So we're excited about that. And for you as a leader, it frees up the middle of your week to hang out with kids, to go to their games, go to their plays, anything else, or just to spend time with your family or be a part of a neighborhood group. So those are a couple of the additional reasons why we made this decision. A lot more to talk about, and we'll be getting back with you more, but just wanted to throw this initial thing on you so you can think and dream with us. Don't tell students about it, okay? Please don't do that. We're going to be unloading all that to them on the 31st of July, 2 weeks from Sunday. So we want to make sure to do that well, create a video, create the vibe, and so just kind of keep that under your hat as something you can prayerfully consider. And man, thank you guys so much for being on the team. Are you still listening to this? Okay. Well, anyway, love you guys very much, and excited for what God's got for us. See you soon. Bye.